Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Suzanne coming to you live from Nanaimo, BC, Canada, on the west coast of Canada. And today we're going to talk about a 2-hour workday. It does exist. I know for most of us, we've never dreamed of working 2 hours a day, correct? We've had jobs where you work 8 hours and perhaps you're commuting for a couple hours as well. So it can easily be a 10-hour day. And this is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not a, boom, I'm just going to have the great life and work 2 hours a day. No, it's about consistency and being coachable and doing simple tasks, but it has to be done over a long period of time to see the effect. Some people, boom, the income comes right away, but you have to decide, am I worth it? Are my dreams worth it? Is my family worth it? And in my case, it absolutely is. So again, my name is Suzanne. I'm going to tell you my little story. My husband and I, we have a beautiful little home here, and but we want to pay off the mortgage, right? So I turned 60 in November, and if we continue what we're doing, it's going to take a long time. So we have an excavation company, and it's great. However, it's seasonal and it's very expensive to run. So I'm always working out of the home, either in accounting or administration or sales. And I've cleaned houses, and I've been in network marketing for 18 years. And, just always wanting to add to the family income. Well, in the network marketing, there's challenges, as we know. It's not easy, but I'm drawn to the type of people and to the dream, right? For residual income. If you could have thousands of customers all ordering a certain product, then wouldn't that be great, right? You'd make maybe $6, $10 off every customer. Well, unfortunately, the attrition happens and people don't want to buy the product because they maybe felt better, lost weight, and they just let go of it. Or they just can't afford it, and it's something they have to let go of their credit card, right, of that bill. So we all know what that's like. And it's just so personal, right? Having to actually talk to people, having to go out of your comfort zone and maybe do trade shows or direct message strangers. And so we don't have any of that. Our 2-hour day is beautiful. Let me explain to you what it is. So our 2-hour day, it consists of 3 components. And the 3 components can be done faceless. Now, I'm creating content today as I speak to you, and I'm explaining what we're about. But you can do it absolutely faceless. Let me explain. We have a lady, well, there's many people in our community. Our community is over 23,000 people are following this 2-hour workday. So we have a lady that works high up in the hospital, and she, where she works, they actually said to her, you are not allowed to do anything outside of this work. You may bring shame to us, whatever, right? So she's like, okay, fine. So she is doing this entrepreneur program, this digital marketing. She's doing it faceless. And she's got dogs, and she loves dogs. And so they are the footage, they are what's going viral and the content she's creating. So she's never on camera, and she is creating a following, and she is actually matching her salary, which is so exciting. So it can be done. It does take a little longer though, because you don't have that element of emotion. And when people know, like, and trust you, then they're interested in what you have, and then they may sign up for your emails, and eventually some of those people will buy your program. So if you're going faceless, just be warned that it does take a bit longer, right? And it could take quite a bit longer, or it could happen fast. We don't know that, right? And if you bought a membership for the gym, I would not be able to tell you, oh, you're going to have 6-pack abs in like 3 weeks. I have no idea. I have no idea if you're going to go every day. I don't know if you're going to work hard when you go there. And I don't know what body type you have and how much weight you have to lose, or whatever the circumstances, and what actual exercises you're going to do. What content are you going to create? So we're going to talk today about PassivePlanB.com. This is my website. It's a domain that you can buy. You can buy a domain. It's basically real estate on the internet. When you go there, you can put in any name you like, and you can put in an email. You're going to get a series of emails. So what we do in our 2-hour workday is simple. We do 3 things. One is we respond. Once we start creating content, we're going to respond to the actual emails and comments that we get. And so we're going to take 30 minutes a day to do that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to post free ads on websites that are free to post. And that's going to be another 30 minutes. And the last thing we do that's 1 hour is we're going to create content. And that content could be a video like I'm doing now, and I'm explaining and I'm telling you what we do. It could be posts where you have a picture of, excuse me, oh, there it is. It could be posts of funny memes. It could be motivational posts. It could be anything you like that's going to attract the client that you would feel would benefit from this 2-hour workday. So in my case, I've got posts going out that are of a Labrador looking at a laptop, but this is always on the post. So even though the post might be a motivational speech, it's bringing them back to this. And maybe one day they're gonna click on it. So it's a matter of creating this content. But I have a question for you. If you were to work today and you got paid $150, would you get paid again for today's work? Probably not. So you get paid when you do the work, and that's it. When you create content, it's out there in the world for the world to see over and over and over again. So someone may come along your post, your video, or your reel, or your joke, or whatever you posted, wanting them to get back to your website. And they may see it weeks, months, days, years from now. And when they click on it, what happens? As people decide to put their name and email in, they're going to go through a series of emails. And when they do, 1 in 20 is buying. And what are they buying? Well, when we decide to be a part of this 2-hour workday community of 23,000 people, you have a choice of buying $100, $300, $600, and a $900 digital complete done-for-you program. The first one's called the Launch Pad. And when you buy the Launch Pad, you're kind of dipping your toe in, you're getting familiar, you're in the community, and you're learning. It's $100, and it's a one-time fee. And with that, you also want to buy a $29 website. And that website, on just this product here, in something like 68 days, has brought in $7.4 million. Crazy numbers, right? Okay, so let me continue. If you want the daily pay, this is called the daily pay blueprint, it's $300, but you're also allowed to sell both, and your website would reflect that. If you get the digital mastery, you're allowed to sell all 3, and you get a website that reflects all 3. But the best program is the Legacy Builder program. The Legacy Builder program allows you to sell all 4 products, and your website reflects all 4. And it's a one-time fee, and you also buy a website for $29 that is getting those results, 7.4 million in 68 days. And by the way, when anyone goes in and buys these products, it goes into what we call a Stripe account. Stripe is like PayPal, but it's basically a payment processor all over the world. And so Stripe, we show you how to connect it to your bank account. It's super easy. It's like click, click. And what happens? You're creating this content. You're out in the world doing your thing with your friends, going to a concert, playing soccer, going for walks with your dog, whatever. And someone saw your content. They went through the email sequence. They decided to buy one of these products, and the money immediately went to the Stripe account, and within days, it actually gets to your bank account. That's called automation. That's why you want to do the 2-hour workday and be consistent, because that is automation. Isn't that crazy? So you're doing something today that could pay you over and over and over again. It's so exciting. So I'll tell you what happened to me. I didn't find out about this through social media. I actually found out about it through a friend, which is great, right? But the nice thing is you do not have to talk to your friends. We'll get into that in a minute. But my friend had only bought the 600, the digital mastery. And I said, well, I want to make $900 a day. Thank you very much. Every day. That's my goal. So she didn't have it. So because I knew her, I said, well, what are you going to do? Like, I want to buy it. So she bought it. And then instantly I bought it from her and she got paid back. If I didn't know her, I would have went online and looked for someone else that had it and she would have lost out on that $900 sale. So make it your goal to get to the 900, the Legacy Builder program. It is the best. So in having said that, you have your choice and you can upgrade. If you upgrade within 30 days, you're only going to pay the difference to get to that next level. But each time you have to buy the $29 and you have to reset up your website, which takes, a couple hours of just substituting. It's not hard, but you're substituting. For example, if you saw planb.com, it'd be my picture. Well, in substituting, you're going to substitute your picture and your link so that they go in and they actually buy your product, right? Okay. So that's what happens, right? That's our 2-hour workday, creating the content that people are going to be liking the content, and they in turn are going to want to do what you do, and they're going to learn and create this content. Because I ask you, when you look at your life and say you're here and you're working, you're putting in 10 hours a day regardless, because you're traveling, you're working 8, you're traveling an extra 2. What is 2 months going to look like 6 months down the road? What is Christmas going to look like for you? When do you decide that your future is worth it, your family's worth it, and you are worth it? We have a step-by-step blueprint. It's super easy, and that's all part of your 2-hour workday. Just put your head down, do it, and you can split it up. And for those of you working Monday to Friday and your time's really limited, we can teach you on a Saturday to do batching. So when you do batching, you're basically creating content in one sitting. So you take an hour, you create the batching, and it's going to go out for 30 days. It's going to go out for 30 days. So boom, that's done. And then you can do some more batching, and then it's out for 30 days. So then in the week, maybe you're only spending 1 hour. You're doing some classified ads, or you're doing some, you're responding, you're checking the emails. And what happens when someone sends you an email? You say, hey, check it out. Go to PassivePlanB.com. Or if your name's Sally, go to sallysplan.com. So it's all automated and it's doable. And if you're willing to put in the work and be consistent, it will happen. It will happen. We have a lot of people doing really well. And the people that have done well, there's a common theme. They were consistent. They were coachable. They did not give up. They did not let anyone take away their dreams. So, but earlier I talked to you about how when you're in network marketing, they call it the NFL, no friends left. But what happens when you're network marketing? They ask you to talk to your friends. Make a list of 150 people. Direct message strangers on Facebook. Go to trade shows. When you go to family events, make sure you bring the product, right? We don't do any of that. None. We don't do that. All we do is create content. We put it out there for our ideal client. The person's going to associate with me. It's going to understand my kind of content, because I'm making it so that people my age, people that are kind of like me, are going to go, yeah, I get that, Suzanne. I have a mortgage I want to pay off, or I'd love to save for a house. I'd love to have travel money. I'd love to have that emergency fund that's so big I'd never, ever have to worry about a thing. I'd love to have money to help my kids. Whatever it is for you, that's what can happen. And the Wayne Gretzky, one of the best hockey players in the world, he said, I don't go where the puck is. I go where the puck is going, right? You want to go where the trend is. The trend is your friend. 1.2 billion people a day are going online looking for a way to improve their lives, looking for skills. They want to make money online. They want a YouTube channel. They want all those things. They're looking. Why not, instead of consuming social media, why not create the social media that can pay you very handsomely, right? Okay, so you create the content and you're not bothered. And if you're on Facebook, if you're 60 like me, you're on Facebook, you can do it on TikTok and no one knows you, a brand new account. You can do it faceless, right? We have everything covered. And I just want to show you someone. He's in our community. His name is Jimmy. And he is having 30,000 US dollars a month. He is just killing it. And he is so funny. He's a beautiful man with a great accent from Alabama, I think. And he talks like this. And he says, if you ever go to the gas station and you don't know if you have enough money to fill the gas tank and you're worried, well, I was in that position and I want to tell you, I don't want to be that way ever again. And I want to help you. And so guess what? People understand, they relate to that, and they relate to Jimmy. And Jimmy turns around and he creates the content for that. And guess what happens? People relate to that. They go to his website. They click on it. They listen to the emails. They get that email. And then what happens? They turn around and they decide, you know what? This is what I want. This is what I want. And they buy one of the programs. And then Jimmy makes $30,000 a month. Crazy, right? The other thing that you don't want is, I don't have it handy today, is my calculator. The last thing you want to do, there it is. There it is, my prop. Do you ever go to the grocery store with your calculator? You don't want to do that anymore. Look, we've all been there when we just don't know how much money we have in the bank account. We do not want to be there. The only way it's going to change is if you change it. You got to step out of your comfort zone and you got to get the emails. It's nothing to get the emails. Just take a look. Take a peek under the hood, get to know us, see what's happening in our communities. And over 23,000 people. 1 year it was 1,000 ago. Like it's growing. Our leader, Michelle, when you come into the Legacy Builder program, you basically get on the live training and you can ask her any question. It's on Tuesdays. And if you join me in PassivePlanB, Sharon and I, my business partner, we also do another group for the people that we bring in. And we meet weekly and you can ask us any questions and we'll guide you and we'll lock arms and we'll do this with you. So I can't wait to see you on the inside. And I look forward to seeing you there. And if I've missed anything, I apologize, but I just want to make sure that you understand this is hope. This is a way out. This is a way to change your life, but you have to decide that you are worth it. And for me, not doing it, I could never live with the regret of not trying, of not bettering my life, of not paying off that mortgage. What is it for you? What's your why? So look forward to seeing you on the inside. That's it. Over and out for today. Talk to you soon. Bye.